Hello, TikTok family. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Thank you guys for joining me for some angel readings. I am doing readings today for a $25 donation, and someone has already paid me ahead of time. So I'm looking to see if she's there. Hello, hello. And while I'm waiting, I just wanted to, I think her name is Joanne. I just wanted to show you guys how this works. We all have loved ones around us. Some of the loved ones we know, some of them we don't. But either way, we do have angels and loved ones around us. I see you, Jess. Hi. And they leave us signs. And some signs are very specific and profound, like having a visit in a dream. And hi, Jess. And sometimes it's kind of just ever so delicate, like a white feather. I find these everywhere. And before I was getting ready to do the live readings today, I was getting ready and I felt something in my hair, and it was literally like laying in my hair. So what I tell people is, I know feathers are everywhere. The skeptics I know will say, or the logical clients that I have and that I love will say, but feathers are everywhere. That's true. But look for them in unusual places. It's very rare that a feather would be in my hair after a hike with my dog and after everything else. I can do pregnancy readings, usually in a group reading, not so much. And the reason why is because that's a more specific kind of thing. But I do have someone who already paid for a reading. So those of you who are just coming in, welcome. My name is Julie and I'm a psychic medium. And once I connect with your energy, I'll start to see, hear, and feel things that the loved ones want me to convey. On the other side, I am chewing on my peppermint gum and my water because we're having a bit of allergies out here. So excuse me one second. Hi, Julie, Meg, and I want my mom. Oh, okay, hold on one second. Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do is, if you guys could hold on a second. Hi, I don't know who everybody is, and I don't know your usernames. And I do have a couple of clients that have duplicate names, so if you guys can hold on for a second. I do know that Joanne paid for a reading earlier for her husband, and I wanted to get to her. So Joanne, if you're in here, or your husband is, thanks for the Venmo, but I didn't see your username, and I didn't see what your name would be. So I'm just going to wait a couple minutes on that really quick. Thank you guys, and I love gifts. Thank you so much, but I'd rather you just save the gifts. Hi, everybody. Okay, so let me go through here and see. I don't see Joanne. Joanne, if you're on here and you already paid for a reading, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another reading right now, but I'm going to have you hold. Okay, Jess, name for the reading. Okay, so actually Meg and other people, I don't have a moderator on right now, so if you could do me a favor. Jess, that's you. Okay, that's Joanne. Okay, if everybody could pause your questions, because even if you ask right now, I won't be able to answer you. I can only do one reading at a time. So then I'm just going to go through here quickly. And the next time I do this live, I'll have moderators who will be able to kind of put people in a queue and a line. But right now I'm going to ask for Joanne. You want to know about James. Is that correct? And she's already paid for a reading, so everybody just hold on, and thank you for being here. So James, can I ask, oh, thank you. Do you care if I jump on here and make you a moderator? Thanks, Kim. I'm actually promoting you to a moderator today. I don't know if you'd want that duty, but I have it. Okay, so Jess 21, I'm just going to call you Jess for this so that people don't think, thanks, Kim. She's like, I didn't know I was going to get a job today. So Jess 21, I'm just going to call you Jess. And then you want to know about James and his job. Can I ask you one of the things before your reading? I started to hear he's a fine young man, so I need to know, is his mom crossed over, or his dad, or a grandfather that he lived with? Or hold on. Usually when someone says he's a fine young man, meaning James is a fine young man, that usually means that they helped raise him and they are on the other side. And I just wanted to confirm who it is so I know. Hold on one second. And did someone pass in his family from heart attack, either female or male? And is he there with you? I feel like I can hear him, so I'm hoping he's on the TikTok with you. One of the things that I hear about James is I hear that he's very sweet and he tends to be kind of hard on himself. His dad, grandfather, and grandmother are all on the other side. That's why I'm seeing this. Okay. And are there two J's? Like, I know you're Jess, he's James. Is there a third, like a John or a James also? Is he named after somebody? Because I'm just checking. And I smell smoke in my mouth. Did either of them smoke? Or does James or you smoke? I'm tasting like actual cigarettes in my mouth, and so I need to pay attention to who this is. One of the things that they're telling me is that James can be kind of like hard on himself, and they're saying that he needs to stop that. He needs to find some way. Father smoked. Okay, thank you. Because I felt like that's in the lungs or the heart. He comes through first. Yes? Okay. So he tends to be hard on himself and be kind of a perfectionist. And the changes he's making for his career, I believe you wanted to know about career, aren't so much about him and his changing of his career. It's what is he going to do to be kinder to himself, and what decision can he make to be more happy? Does that make sense to you? And sometimes just get ready, because I call this a 555. When I see that code in a reading, it means like buckle your seatbelts. He's going to be doing something completely different. So she's saying yes. So does he, with his career and what he wants to move to, is it completely different than what he's doing now? Because I really do hear that it's a 911 call for his health and his well-being, to have a job that's less stressful. But then I also hear, just because he's so caring, that's why he's a perfectionist. He really isn't a look at me person. He really, yes, it's going to be very different. Will he be happier? I feel like this is all about him. And I keep hearing, thank you for supporting him. So I feel like you're like, honey, just whatever you want to do, just do it. Because he needs to find something. Does he have high cholesterol, or does like heart problems run in his family for some reason I'm seeing? And because I really feel like he needs to do this for him. His whole life he's worked. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like now he needs to really decide, excuse me, my allergies are so crazy today. He really needs to decide like what will make him happy. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And is there a Connie, or did someone work construction, Jess, either here or crossed over on the other side? It's making sense to you? Okay. Because I keep hearing 1, 2, 3 times the charm. So I don't know if he interviewed at other jobs or if he had different ideas that he wants to do. But I kept hearing 1, 2, 3 time is the charm. And you may have a message that relates to you. Just take it. I know I'm with her, so sometimes spirits will give me double messages. So just take that while I give her the reading. But thank you for telling me that. Yes, both his father on the other side and my husband did construction here. Okay. See? Thank you, Kim. See how they show me? How would I know that? Because I was like, construction, something else. But I feel like something completely different. And he doesn't, because he's so like a perfectionist, he wants to wait until he's really good at something to try something. But I just keep feeling like carpe diem, seize the day. Like he's been contemplating this for a while. And I really feel that when he was younger, this is something that he always wanted to do. And I can't, so much that I can't even see it. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like whatever he wants, he's going to want to do, he's very good at it. Does that make sense to you? And I keep hearing, I don't know if it's you or your husband that's for the underdog, that you guys don't like it when people are bullied, or you don't like it when people are mistreated. If this is making sense to you, even if it doesn't affect you. Do you know what I mean? Some people can do a blind eye and say like, well, we don't know those people anyway, so just like, we'll just go on throughout our day. But I feel like you guys, both of you are like that. Yeah. I just want you to know, you guys, regardless of your religion, I always say, I'm non-denominational, so, but I do what I call angel readings. And Jess, you and your husband have so many angels around you. So it's almost like whatever you're doing for a living, that's like what you're doing to bring in money, but there's a higher purpose. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's like giving money to kids at Christmas, or donating to vets who don't have a home or something. Does that make sense to you? It just makes me feel like you guys are big givers. I just keep seeing that. Someone's scratching off a lotto. So I feel like there is abundance coming to you. And I feel like James doesn't like being stuck. So being indecisive of, should I do this? Should I not do it? If he really wants it, not logical, like, oh, this is the right thing to do, I should do this because it's going to bring in more money. If he really, really thinks that he'll jump out of bed and get excited, then do it. Because I feel like he's spent a lot of his time getting burnt out on other things and doing things that other people either thought he should do or were handed down to him as something, but he's a lot smarter than he thinks he is. And I know this sounds generic in your reading, but I would like lead with his heart, and the rest will unfold. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And I keep hearing 3 weeks. So I don't know if he's leaving in 3 weeks, if he wants to make the decision within 3 weeks. But if he really wants it, yes, okay, then he should just jump and do it. Sometimes the only transportation we have is a leap of faith. But I'm just doing a word of caution. I don't want him to go to my word of caution for you is I don't want him leaving one stressful job just to go to another stressful job. Do you know what I mean? I would like him to do it because it's going to bring him joy. So has he said that it would make him happier? He thinks it would make him happier and that it would bring him joy? Hello from New York. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Are you guys Irish, Jess, or is somebody born in... Yes, we think it will. Okay. You have really good intuition. Do you know what I mean? I just keep hearing you have the luck of the Irish with you. I just keep hearing that. So I was like, is somebody's birthday in March or it's on his side? So you have the luck of the Irish with you. And I do feel like it's really important to know that the timing is everything. Had he tried to do this before, I feel like it would not work and he wasn't ready for a big change. But I feel like now he is. Does that make sense? And your birthday's in March. Okay, so luck of the Irish. And so sometimes people look at a situation logically, and you should, definitely. I'm a psychic medium. If I say anything in your gut, or, hey, Amanda, things are telling you to do something different, Jess, then follow your guidance. Don't ever give a psychic medium the ability to make decisions for you. But if I am confirming things for you that you had already thought of, then move in that direction. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And I don't know why I keep seeing, do you have a sign that actually over your home, or a, show me that one more time, or a doormat that, you know, makes sense to you? She says yes. That says home sweet home, because I just keep seeing something that says home sweet home on it. And you have so much karma that it's time to cash in when you were doing the right things when the wrong things were occurring. Do you know what I mean? And both of you have really a lot of integrity. Does that make sense to you? Thanks, Kim. Okay, I'm pulling back a little bit because this is what happens when someone else's reading comes in. But I hope that this brings you comfort today, and know that the people that I talked about at the beginning of the reading, you're welcome, Sunshine, are very much around him, okay? They are. You guys have a lot of angels around you. And upon closing up, I'll talk about the signs. You're so welcome. And I do record these and play these back on YouTube. So if you guys want to have that, you can. Okay, earlier there was Meg and her friends. Kim, you're so darn cute. She's like, happy birthday, Jess. So Meg, you wanted to hear from something. And everybody, what I do on Sundays is I take donations via Venmo. So it's just $25 for a donation. And then I'll give you whatever messages I can see around you. Okay? Sorry, it's not at the end of the thing yet. Okay. There's Libby. So Libby Phillips, that's Aaron and Meg, that's you. So Libby. And you wanted to hear from your mom. I don't remember, I remember people, but I don't remember who came through in your reading. Did I read for you for your mom before? Does that make sense? Yes, Rising Beautifully. If you can, it's $25 via Venmo, and it's Julie-Dart. And I think I'm just going to do a couple more readings after this. Kathleen, she asked you to put on lipstick. Okay, thank you. I do remember that. Okay, one of the things that, can I ask you if you guys actually have a Joy of Cooking book, or if there's something with Julia and Julia, Meg and Aaron? Can I ask you about that? So for those of you just coming on, I do have one moderator today, so be patient with us. And I'm reading Aaron and Meg on Libby Phillips. One of the things she's saying also, unsure. Okay, just so you know, is there somebody named Joy, or does somebody have like the joy of cooking? Like Julia and Julia Childs. Tons of cookbooks. Okay, that's why. Because I just keep seeing that. And she's making me feel like a lot of your family gatherings were like shared around the kitchen. Do you know what I mean? Shared around the kitchen. And she makes me feel like that. And she does keep saying she is so proud of her family. She's so proud of her family. And she keeps saying, thanks for taking care of your dad. Thank you for taking care of your dad. She just keeps saying that over and over again. And hold on one second. Yeah, you're just so proud of everybody. She just keeps saying that. She knows that her passing was unexpected and quick. So she makes me feel like people were in shock and the community mourned her. It's almost like everybody who knew her mourned her. She's telling me like that, if that makes any sense. I saw that, Jacqueline. Thank you. I'll have you up next, sweetheart. Does that make sense to you when I'm saying that? And I feel like as much as she passed away early, because I feel quite young still when she passes away, I do feel like she feels like she really lived. Do you know what I mean? She makes me feel like, thanks, Kim. She makes me feel, yes, of course. Okay, because she just makes me feel like she really lived. I don't know if you guys, hold on one second. If you did a thing, or if you're going to do something where you're letting a lot of balloons go for her, or if there's, I'll tell you, yeah. I think it means full lover, but yeah, because people are texting. One of the things that she's showing me, I see something, no, I don't have Cash App, sorry. One of the things I'm seeing are multicolored colors in the sky, and I'm trying to understand what it is she's showing me, Aaron and, excuse me, Meg, is I just see it, and it reminds me of like when people are flying kites, like multicolored kites, hot air balloon too, or massive balloons. So I don't know if you guys let balloons go for her or why I'm seeing multicolored like that. Almost reminds me, it can mean Easter as well. So I don't know if Easter was big to her and or, but I swear I keep seeing like a hot air balloon. We did that for my mom on her birthday. Thank you. Because I just keep seeing like multicolors in the sky. And she just shows me that. Do you know what I mean? And she makes me feel like, she just keeps saying she's so proud of you guys. She's so proud of you guys. She just keeps saying that over and over again. Thanks, Kim. So you did that for your mom. Okay. One of the things that she's showing me is, I feel like we did a Zoom reading, right? Where it's recorded. And she's saying that when you guys are feeling heavy, that you like going back and re-watching it over and over again. And that makes you like happy. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Makes you like happy. Makes it seem like you're talking to her. And I don't know if after the first reading I gave you all, if you actually started recognizing signs from her after that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. She likes that because she's saying that it makes you guys feel like you're talking to her. So you must have both called her quite often. Do you know what I mean? This isn't something like, oh, we only talked on Christmas and other things. You talked like always. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Yeah, totally. Yes. Okay. Because I just keep seeing that. Is her phone still connected? Or does someone have a, yeah, you talked always, thank you. Does someone have, show me that one more time, sweetie. Does I haven't seen a landline in so long. Does your mom and dad have a landline? And if so, is the message still on dad's phone? Is still with my dad? Okay, because I feel like there's some way I can hear her still. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like I'm going to call it and I can still hear her voice, but it doesn't seem like it's on a recording. So thank you. That's her way of showing me that. And she's saying that she's so proud of Daddy and the way that he's doing this. She would not have been holding up so well if he would have passed. So I don't know if she said, we listen to her voicemails all the time. Okay, that's why she's showing me this. That's why she's showing me it. I don't know why I see a big phone. When the phones first came out, like the car phones, did you guys have a phone in your car? The reason I'm asking, or was there a joke about a big phone? I literally have like this. Totally, Dad went to Florida and he's doing well. Good. And so 2 things that this means. One, it means that I have to put a hearing thing on the phone to hear, because I've had some friends with hearing challenges. Totally a huge phone. Okay. And I couldn't tell which one it was, but I just feel like I'm almost holding it with both hands. Do you know what I mean? And she just laughs. She just laughs. She's just laughing in a car, and we went to, yeah, okay, that's why. Because it just makes me feel like I kept seeing that movie, is it 16 Candles, when the guy has the big phone in the car from the 80s. How funny she's showing me that. And is one of you, either Meg or, I almost called you Ryan, Meg Ryan, Meg or Aaron, do one of your children, is one of your children an artist? Or was your mom? And the reason why I'm asking is because I just keep seeing someone sketch and or paint. And she's bringing that up, and she's bringing it up for a reason. Does that make any sense too when I say that? It just feels like some type of like artist. Yes, lots. Meg loves to paint and is so good. Okay, thank you. That's why she's showing me that. I don't know. She's making money now with it. Good. I feel like she's very proud of you for that. Do you know what I mean? I just keep seeing that. And it's interesting to me because I just keep feeling like I'm in the sand with an easel. There's a house behind me, and I'm literally doing the grass that's coming up. And then I'm also, show me that one more time. And then painting the ocean and birds. So I don't know if she mostly does nature in her pictures, but please know I'm seeing that for a reason. And it just would be like she's watching out for you, okay? So I have Keisha and Jacqueline. I see you guys. I may be able, after Meg and Aaron, I have Keisha and Jacqueline. I may be able to take one more reading after that, and then I have to save my energy for a different reading. Okay, perfect. I'm going to see if your mom is telling me anything else. I just know that Easter is coming up, and I see everybody dressed to the nines. She makes in hat and all. So I don't know if when you guys were younger, you wore Easter bonnets, or why I'm seeing that, or if Easter is a big deal for her. Thank you, Kim. But I just keep seeing it. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Because she's literally singing, "Here comes Peter Cottontail, jumping down, hopping down the money trail for his mom, Nick." Oh, sorry. Hi, Lily. I see that, sweetheart, and just right in the middle of a reading, sweetie. Yeah. So Meg, and so let me see if there's anything else. So she's pulling it back a little bit. If you can tell, these are like mini readings, and we're jumping around a little bit. But when the information starts to get quiet, then I know that they're stopping their reading. But I feel like she's saying, wait, is that for my mom? I don't know who was talking before, but I'm just, there's Jacqueline and Keisha that have readings after you. I mentioned that. I don't know what did you think? Yes, the Peter Cottontail. That was your mom. Yes, Peter Cottontail. And not only Peter Cottontail, but like Beatrix Potter. So I don't know if she collected those for the kids when they were little, but I seem to have those all around me. It's like big for her. So there's something that she's like very passionate about is the holidays, but especially Easter for some reason. I guess that time of year she loved, or just getting the family together. 100%. Okay. She's showing me that. Yeah. Can I ask you, did someone's, did a mirror break, or did a photo break? I keep seeing glass with a line through it, and I don't know what she's trying to show me, if that makes any sense to you. I keep seeing a frame, and then I just keep seeing it like cracked a little bit, or a mirror. And this is for you or your sister or dad. I don't know why I just keep seeing that. She just keeps showing me it to me. Does that make sense to you when I say that? Yes? Okay. Thank you. It's just her way of showing that she's been around you, and and that she's watching over you. So thank you for letting me give you this reading. I'm going to pull back a little bit here. Libby dropped a stained glass box and that my dad made her. Okay, that's what I can see. And is Libby your daughter? I think it's Aaron and Meg, right? So Libby, it was on her birthday. Okay. Yeah, I feel like she's very hard on herself. Do you know what I mean? Tell her everybody makes mistakes. Grandma's even saying like, I made mistakes. Do you know what I mean? Yes, my daughter, Aaron's daughter. Okay. Yeah, be kind to yourself. And I don't know if Libby has long hair, but I would joke with my daughter when she had long hair, and I would get a fork and say, what is the song? Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Like, so I don't know if Little Mermaid was her favorite when she was growing up, or if she has long hair and your mom and she likes to play with it. But I literally, when you talk about Libby, I'm starting to go like this. So I don't know what that means. Does that mean anything to you? I'm literally like this, if that makes any sense. Okay. But I am pulling back a little bit because I can hear things for other people. But I want to thank you so much for allowing me to give you this reading. For anybody just coming in today, I am doing readings for people for a $25 donation. And it's, I think I can take, I have Jacqueline after this and Keisha. So I can take one more reading after this. And my Venmo is Julie-DART. If you don't know where it is, you can look in my bio and it's listed up there as well. And I have 2 readings that are coming up next, which are Jacqueline and Keisha. And then I can take one more after that. And then once I say that it's closed, please don't send in money, okay? All right, thank you. And thank you all for being here right now. This is lovely. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. So Jacqueline or Keisha, are you in here? Jacqueline or Keisha? I'll wait for you guys. And while I'm waiting, please thank my moderator. She's being so sweet. Okay, Keisha, you're here first. So I'm going to do a reading for you, and then Jacqueline, sweetie, if you're around, just say hi to me, okay? Okay, there's Jacqueline. Actually, let me see who I'm going to read first. Jacqueline, can I read, Keisha, can I read Jacqueline first since she paid first, and I'll get you right after, I promise. Rising Beautifully. That's a really good name for you, Jacqueline. So Jacqueline, one of the things that I wanted to ask you, you're welcome, Megan, Erin. Thanks, Keisha. You guys are so awesome. And thanks, moderator, today. One of the things that I wanted to see on here, Jacqueline, there's one thing that they're showing me is you just do not, what is it called? Like you just are not messing around. Do you know what I mean? Thanks, moderator. She got her out of here. Kim, you are like so fine. They're telling me, Jacqueline, that you just can spot somebody who's full of BS. Do you know what I mean? They're telling me that you can spot a BSer a mile away and that you just won't have it. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And Jennifer, so I'm doing Jacqueline's reading. I have Keisha and then Jennifer, and no more readings after that, you guys. I'm going to be doing this every Sunday, but I won't be able to read anybody after that. Rising Beautifully. She says yes. And I don't know if you, gosh, you're just such a nature person. Do you know what I mean? You makes me feel like you need nature. Nature needs you. Do you know what I mean? I just can't see you living somewhere that's just full of concrete. I feel like you're very intuitive. I feel like in the last 2 or 3 years, you've gotten even more intuitive. I don't know if you do this for a living or if you feel like you're intuitive. Yes, you crave nature. I just keep seeing that over and over again. And you move with nature. Like, I don't know if you do yoga or if you walk outside or what it is, but they're showing me like Snow White, how the birds come and land on her finger. And I don't mean to be a weirdo about this, but I really do feel like pets talk to you. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you come out and then the birds come and then the squirrels. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you when I say that? Have you ever thought about writing? Are you going through something where you're studying right now, or have you thought about writing? Yes, to the animals. Okay, perfect. And I wanted to guide this reading in a direction that you wanted to go to. So what was the main reason that you're looking for a reading today? I want to make sure I can help you with this. I just keep feeling like you know what to do and you're such a cheerleader for everybody else. I feel like you just need the courage to do this for you. Do you know what I mean? No, you haven't thought about writing. Do you read a lot? Are you studying or something? I see so many books around you, and that can be like you're studying. It doesn't necessarily mean books. It can be like YouTube channels, podcasts. I want to go into my own spiritual practice. Okay, as I'm seeing that as well. Please do me a favor, because I know you said no to writing, but I just keep seeing this. Can you please document this journey, whether you videotape it as it unfolds, whether you send yourself texts, like something is happening for you. And I just keep hearing for this for you, sweetheart Jacqueline, I just keep hearing it's about time. So have you been waiting for this for a long time and said like, oh, I'm not good enough, I don't know anything yet, maybe that's it, you want to do like more research. Do you know what I mean? More research? Because it's almost like having a kid or starting anything new, we think we're going to know everything and then start. You do that all the time. Okay. Well, that's interesting because it's like the reading I did earlier for Jess with her husband James, is he was a perfectionist only because he cares so much. And I feel like you tend to be a perfectionist, but only because you really care about other people. I feel like I don't do enough. You do, though. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I want you to look up the term empath and also earth angel, because earth angels and empaths, they they don't like fighting. They will bring it if they have to, mostly for other people, not necessarily themselves. But like I said, I don't know if you've been in a relationship or something like that taught you this, but I really feel like you're using your voice now, and that's a good thing. And I keep seeing a grandmother figure around you. So I see a woman standing on the other side. She makes me there's a movie with Jane Fonda called Peace, Love, and Misunderstanding. And so I don't know if she was like a flower child or if she was also like the grandmother who like was like one of the first to have like an organic farm or something, but she also seems very natural. Does this make any sense to you? And I just keep hearing dad. Is your dad on this side or is he crossed over? Jacqueline, this one is for you, sweetie. And in the meantime, moderator, you're kicking butt. Thank you. I know one of your grandmothers is your guide. I feel like she wasn't able to be the free spirit. And yes, your dad passed away. Okay. He's over there too. Do you know what I mean? But he's holding his head down. So I don't know if he didn't live the life he needed to live here, or if he had regret before he passes, because your dad comes in, he's holding his head down. So this would tell me that as your dad crossed over, he looked at his life and there was something that he wanted to change. I know that you're the one in the family he's calling like black sheep in the family, or one to be the first to do what you're doing. So everybody might be like, what a big weirdo. Is she talking about opening a metaphysical shop or whatever she's talking about? But they're wanting you to know that this is yeah, he wanted to do so much more. And so he's with you too. Do you know what I mean? He's very much looking over you. Kim, you're awesome. Thanks. Haha, yes. Okay, perfect. And so just know dad's your guide. And so interesting today, because I'll have themes as I go. And I'm seeing a bunch of J's around you. So is your dad's name John, or do you also have a J crossed over? Oh, well, your name's Jacqueline. But is there another J? Do you know what I mean? I just keep seeing that. And have you ever done the thing where you, do you have a special memory of a pressed flower? Did you ever do that where you were, or your grandmother, where I keep seeing a pressed flower. Does that make sense? No, I have a friend that passed away named Jeremy. Okay, that's it. He tells me that you were Molly Ringwald and he was Ducky from 16 Candles. This is the second time that movie's come up. Do you understand what he's saying? You were Molly Ringwald and he was your Ducky. Did you see 16 Candles? He was the Duckster, the Joker. Funny, his name is Jeremy, because I feel like the court jester. And I do get kind of like this. So I don't know if he was very moody or if he felt like he had a chemical imbalance or partied a lot. No, I haven't. Yeah, you need to look it up. So Molly Ringwald is like the star of the show, and then Ducky is like her sidekick. And he just makes me feel like there's something about their relationship. He was really fond of her not so much. So maybe that's what he's trying to show me. Or if you guys knew each other when you were 16, but he's around you too. And he's saying that I'm right on when I say that you're the one in your family. You're the first one to do this. No one else has ever done this before, what you're about to do. So it makes sense, he says, that you have caution because, yeah, he was an amazing friend. I see that too. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Libby. I'm just in the middle of a reading, sweetie. Your Nana is still here for sure, though. And I understand there's another Jacqueline. Thank you for coming in. I'm just in the middle of doing another reading for another Jacqueline, and I'm closed for the night on paid readings. I have Keisha next, and then Jennifer, and then I'm closed for the night. But I will do this. It's okay, sweetie. You didn't know. Thank you. So Jacqueline, I just keep hearing, yeah, I want clear direction and what to do next in my career. Sometimes the best thing that you can do is to, because I keep hearing you're all or nothing. So sometimes the best thing to do is to take the next step. And maybe that's why I was seeing books around you, because you're like researching on how to do this or how to go next. And books can mean like just education. Do you know what I mean? So if you're watching podcasts, YouTube, if you're observing other people that are doing this, then does that make sense to you when I say that? But I just keep feeling like this is the thing, you guys, and especially with Jacqueline, and just to use you as an example, because I just feel like this is so good. What have you got to lose? There's everything to gain and nothing to lose. Do you know what I mean? If COVID taught us anything, it was carpe diem. Like, if we are going to be here for a short time, which we're all going to be fine now that the world is healing their water and air, then what do we want to do? Do we want to hold back with our love? Do we want to hold back on our life purpose? Yeah, I keep trying to learn more and more. And I get that. And I'm so glad that you're doing that. But there is a thing called, and I didn't know this either, so I'm not picking on you, Sunshine. I'm the same way. I want to research everything before I do it. But there's some that you're just going to research so much, you're just going to learn as you go. Do you know what I mean? And you have a good heart. You're doing it for all the right reasons. Some people get into this industry because they're like, look at me, I'm wonderful. And that's not the right reason to do this. You feel very much like you genuinely want to make the world a better place and help people. Is there a specific thing that I need to go into? Nature, I just keep seeing nature, so I would think like herbs and essential oils and crystals, if those haven't already hit you. And for some reason I just keep seeing a sound bowl. I feel like I'm here to help the collective. Yes, you are. And first, as a healer, your gift comes first to you. Do you know what I mean? I would also be open to you learning Reiki, which is Reiki. So I don't know if you've ever learned Reiki, and it's a laying on of hands. It's an ancient art of healing. I think it would be very good for you. Yes? Okay, so first is for you, and then for others. And if any of you say you're not a writer, you're a Reiki master. Yep, that's why. Ding, 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 ding. So all of those things that I just mentioned, crystal bowl, healing crystals, but you don't need to do that in order to go. I really think, can I be honest with you, Sunshine? I think you're ready. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you're checking everything, and they're like, just move now, and it's just going to evolve into big. But I get the, you're all or nothing, go big or go home. But sometimes it's better if it unfolds slowly but surely, because then we're learning as we're going. We're learning what to do and what not to do. And no research can teach you that. Does that make sense? I think your kids will benefit very well from watching you do this. Do you know what I mean? You want to provide them for them too, and you're very worried. So this is what I say, sweetie. Move where you can and let God, the universe, whoever you consider your higher power, move where you can and let God do the rest. Do you know what I mean? So if you want to start doing Reiki treatments, we need a lot of people doing Reiki attunements. I know so many people are looking for a Reiki master. And I keep hearing that you don't want to charge. And somebody mentioned something on here before as well. Healers can charge, and you need to charge what you're worth. I have a 4-year degree in counseling. I would be making this amount and more if I would have opened my own practice. But I did this, and I'm so glad I did this. But there's a lot of research into starting as a psychic medium. I didn't just say, oh, I'm just going to do this. I really went to a lot of retreats and classes. And so to do this as a healer, if you have a gift for other people, and then look up the competitive rate and then just make your rate. I have a feeling for you also. You'll do the 10% tithe, where it's like you give 10% for your readings. And that's what I do on a regular basis too. If I know that someone is down and out and they need a message, I do give them a free reading, but it's usually like 10% of my clientele, because we're supposed to tithe 10%, if that makes any sense. Yeah, you have a BA in psychology and into Reiki, big transition. It is, which I don't think it's a coincidence that they're having me give you this reading Do you know what I mean? And I'm going to pull back a little bit here, sweetie, because what happens is these are mini readings. So I'll start channeling, but I'm already hearing Keisha's name. So I'm going to pull back a little bit here. I hope this information is helping you. I am trying to put together a Zoom class for healers so they can talk about prices and do readings for each other and things like that. And I'm going to be posting that in the next 2 weeks. But I hope this information helped you. And the main people that I see around you are your grandmother. She makes me feel like that movie Moana, when Moana wants to go swim, and then her grandmother is the stingray sign, or dragonfly. For some reason I see dragonflies around you. Yes, it helped with the confirmation. Thank you. I love to learn. Perfect. I'm so glad. Just know that they're with you. And sometimes the best thing to do is to get a journal and just say, where can I move? And at one point, you're just going to have to take a leap of faith, sweetheart. This is, there's always themes in my group readings, and this is like a theme. Today is like, take a leap of faith, but go gentle. Slow and steady is better than fast and furious, Jacqueline. That's the only forewarning I have for you. I did not know that taking on a lot of things at one time was self-sabotaging. So just slow as you go, slow and steady, and then learn how to delegate and your prices. That's all that they're working with you on. And just knowing that you do have a gift and that you're worthy. You're worthy to receive the abundance that's coming your way for it. Okay? You're very good at what you do. I hope you travel and give people attunements all over. I don't know why I just keep seeing that. So thank you, Jacqueline. I want to thank her family for coming through. Now I have Keisha and Jennifer, and then I'm done for the day. So Keisha, are you here, sweetie? Oh my God, I will go forward and see how it can move into perfect. Slow and steady. When I first started, I was doing like a couple of readings a month, just slow and steady. Hi, Keisha. Thank you so much. Thanks, Kim. Can you guys thank my monitor? Maybe follow her. She just came on and I don't have a monitor. I didn't ask my monitors to come on today. And she just is like right there. So thank you. So Keisha, for some reason I keep seeing XOXO. Were you going to ask a question about love, sweetie? Because I just keep seeing XOXO. And this reading is for Keisha. Keisha. Thank you, Kim. That's so sweet of you. Keisha. I just keep seeing that. My heart feels heavy. Sweetie, are you an empath? Because my heart hurts. Definitely out of everybody that I've read so far, I really would like you to be careful with watching the news. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you absorb things into your heart. Does that make sense? Yes, and loved ones that have passed on. Okay. And something was no, ma'am. Okay. But one of the things that they're showing me is that your heart is huge. Do you know what I mean? That's what they just keep showing me for you. Do you live in a small town or for not an empath? Okay. An empath is somebody also who was like just a helper. That can be a thing too, where you're just like, when you go to Target, people come up to you and they start telling you random things and you're like, I don't even work here. Yes, you do. You have a big heart. Okay. I refer to that as an empath because you're just here to like help people, and you end up counseling people or helping people at the store when you're not even working there. I just keep seeing that. It's like you're clearing off plates at, the diner to help the waitress. I just feel like you're the helper, and I just keep saying that. And you must have a grandma figure for you that is on the other side, because I keep hearing, and I don't know if her name is Mary or or you would call her Mima. And I also want to say, do you live in a small town? Because I keep hearing, just a small town girl living in a lonely world. I just keep hearing that over and over again. Does that make any sense? Yeah, you live in a small town? Okay, that's what they keep showing me. I do feel also just like the reading I gave Jacqueline, know that you are worthy. Do you know what I mean? I just keep hearing that over and over again. But man, do I have a grandma figure who's like, she's almost pushing me out of the way, and she's like, let me talk to her. Do you know what I mean? So this would be a grandmother or mom or grandmother figure that you, mother or grandmother that you lived with, because she just seems to be so much missing you and looking over you too, if that makes any sense. And yes, okay. Did you actually have a grandmother that like lived on a farm? Or are you guys just out where there's a lot of animals? Because I have a grandmother that lived on a farm, and this grandmother figure coming through for you really reminds me of like a hardworking grandma. Okay, that's okay. Just know I'm seeing that. She's showing it to me for a reason. So I just say we'll record these and you can listen to them again later. But this, as far as like the hardworking part, I just feel like I just keep seeing that. And you must have spent, like, I feel like when you come over to visit me, I'm gonna have a special room for you. Do you know what I mean? Or I'm gonna have all of your favorite things. Does that make sense to you when I say this? And I have to ask you also, oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. Keisha, I also have to ask you, did someone have in your family, did they pass away from a head injury? She worked hard though. Yes, she did. That's what I just keep seeing. And the strength of her, do you know what I mean? She said she wasn't the sharpest knife in the kitchen, but she always knew how to ask for help. And she was very, what I would call, she tells me resourceful. She keeps talking about that. But my head is hurting, so I don't know. Did she have a brain tumor or a stroke? My head is here, right here. Your BFF sister? Your BFF sister. Oh my gosh, passed away from head, like here. Had an accident. And is she alive or did she pass? I literally, my head hurt. I feel like it's like right here. It's like everywhere, just, it's pulsating. Do you know what I mean? She passed. Okay. She goes like this. So it makes me feel like you must still talk to your friend if she shows me this. And I don't know, oh, your BFF. I was looking to see if it says boyfriend. Okay. And there's also like an S, like a Sherry Stacy. I need to bring that up too. It can be Sean or Shauna. It can be a name I don't have like within my, my brain, my memories. But I see an S. So I don't know for her or her sister or her mom, that side of the family, the person who passed, if there's an S. But just so you know, I can see that. I just keep seeing that over and over again. And one of the things, and butterflies. So I don't know if did someone get a tattoo for her passing? The reason why is whenever I see a butterfly or a sticker on somebody, I feel like this is their way of showing me that they have a, what is it called? A tattoo of them, or they've been even thinking about that one. Yes, Beard Magic, because I'm trying to confirm. Sending love and light to you guys. Thanks, Kim. Okay, when I see this, just put it to the side because they're saying it for a reason. Do you know what I mean? They're bringing it up for a reason. And one of the things that they show me is they show me you, and then they kind of show me a question mark over your mind. So are you thinking about changing careers? Are you wondering what the next step is for you? Because they're showing that to me right now. Kim, thank you for that. Only positive people here. There's got to be Shelby. You're looking into moving, because they just showed me that. Shelby is like a name of a person, but it's also Shelby like a Mustang. Bear with me here because they showed it to me for a reason. With your friend, and it can be nicknames too, but I don't think it is. With your friend or her sister, anybody in her family, was there Shelby or Sherry, or was that her sister's name? Or did someone drive a Shelby, it's like a Shelby Mustang. I literally keep hearing it over. And it might be a C. Do you know what I mean? I might have this like spelling wrong. But it's around your friend, the one who hurt her head. I'm the sister who passed away in an accident from your friend. I just keep seeing that again. Do you feel like you've outgrown your area? And did you ever want to be a teacher or anything like that? Are you a teacher? Do you have anybody who teaches in your family? Her son is a C. That can be it. I'm going to be open. But when I literally hear like Shelby and I hear it like that, you are a teacher. Perfect. See? Then they know, because how would I know that? Because I feel like, and you do such a good job. See, we're having a day where everybody's like hard on themselves or wants to be a perfectionist. And I'm telling you that they're showing me to tell you that you're doing a great job. You're like Tinkerbell. You're just spreading light wherever you go. So please don't question if you're doing a good job. But I do feel like, no, Shelby's not. Coy, no. That's why I told her, just put it to the side. They'll bring it up for a reason. Yeah, that's okay, Ashley. She's a teacher and we're just giving her a reading. Thanks, Kim. You're awesome. I knew we would have people on because it's Saturday or Sunday and we got some drinkers, but that's okay. Yeah, letting the read happen. Thank you for holding space for us. So one of the things, I'm going to go back to Keisha for this. Hold on one second and let me... No, also, hold on one second. I had another friend pass with a daughter named Shelby. She's like, I had another friend pass with a daughter named Shelby. How would I know that? Look at them go. Do you know what I mean? They're like, Shelby, Shelby, and they just kept saying it over and over again. So thank you for telling me that. Oh boy, sweetie, for someone, you feel quite young to me. So I don't know if you're in your 30s. And her name was Tessa, but her daughter's name was Shelby. Thank you for taking your time to like think about it and be open, because I literally just kept hearing that over and over again. And one of the things that I know is that I just feel like you're quite young to have had so many people pass away. Do you know what I mean? And so what I say that happens to people is like, I don't know why bad things happen to people, but I do know when bad things happen to people and those people take them to inspire other people, that they really do like inspire people or encourage other people. And there's something about your life purpose. And I'm so glad you're a teacher, because I can see you're so caring and you're so good at it. And like the reading I gave before, you have a lot of angels around you too, sweetie, helping you. But I feel like you like to do things on your own. So I feel like you're a little bit independent and that you like to do it first. And so just so you know, I just keep hearing that you're too smart to work for stupid people. So I feel like there'd be a change coming for you. And I feel like go the distance and know that what your grandmother is telling me for you is that I feel like you can be in charge of things, that you're an old soul, that you're really smart, that you have a fix-it mind, and that though you are a teacher and you love that, like more money is coming your way, if that makes any sense. Hi, Amy. Does that make sense to you, Keisha? But the more loss we have, the bigger our life purpose. Do you know what I mean? I always say your pain's going to be your gain. The message is going to be your message. Does that make sense to you when I say this? I just keep seeing butterflies all over the place. So ask your friend if that's a sign from her sister, or if someone got a tattoo of a butterfly, or if it's like, I see butterflies and there's a tattoo of a date. So yes, this is making sense to you. Okay. Because I really feel like there's times where you feel very independent and you're there for other people. But when it comes to you, I feel kind of like, I don't want to say private, but I feel like you like to handle things by yourself. But the thing is when we hope, wish, or pray, it's all the same thing. It's a request from the positive for something to happen into our lives. And that energy works through people. So if you're not allowing yourself to receive or get massages or buy yourself flowers, it's almost like a plugged pipe. You might not feel like things are moving for you. You might say like, oh, that's just my luck. Things always happen for other people, but they don't for me. Do you know what I mean? And I really feel like they're saying, like, they're sending people to try to help you so that you have more movement in your life and you're not feeling as stuck. There's a really good book. I think it's by Cheryl Richardson, and it's called Extreme Self-Care. And I really think that that book would be good for you to kind of help you feel more balanced. Does that make sense to you when I say this? Because I just feel like so many good things are coming your way, but you don't have to do this all by yourself. Yes, this is all making sense. And you seem like such a natural born leader. Do you know what I mean? So I really feel like they're like, you can't work for stupid people or people that are disorganized or not doing what they're doing for the right reasons. They have to have integrity. Other people can come and go and they don't really care. But I feel like you're so passionate about life and people. So what you do, you really want to have it be full of integrity. So just know that you are in charge of, like, you would have people around you that are an elite group. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So that you're not taking care of everybody that's around you and letting that receive. So I hope that this helped you, sweetie. I'm so glad that you got this reading today, to know that everybody who's around you is with you on this life purpose. And I just keep hearing, reach for the stars, reach for the stars. It's time to increase everything, increase your receiving, increase your abundance. You're welcome, Keisha. Thank you. And I do save these and put them over on YouTube. So thank you so much. I'm so glad. I want to thank your family for coming through. That grandma's like, you don't mess with her. Do you know what I mean? She's strong. She's very strong. Thanks, Kim. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I do have, yeah, sweet. You're sweet, too. Thank you. You deserve the best, sweetie. She's tough. Yeah, she's not going to mess around. She's tough. There would be times where I'd be like, oh, wait till Grandpa gets home. Like, I wasn't scared of Grandpa. When Grandma comes in, I was like, am I going to get a whipping? Like, but she was fair tough. Do you know what I mean? She was fair. If you're going to sign up for a job, do the whole thing. Don't do things halfway. She seems to me very fair, if that makes any sense. So thank you, Grandma, for coming through. And Jennifer, we're saving your reading for the end. So I wanted to, Jennifer, you paid for a reading. So I'm just on here to say hi, Julie. So I know that that's you. Thank you, everybody else, for watching. Oh, is her name Janelle or Jennifer? Oh, okay. Is your name Jennifer 723? Jennifer, okay. Because I thought maybe I had somebody wrong. Okay, our final reading for the evening. I just keep seeing that. I keep seeing a heart around you is one of the questions you're going to have around love, because for some reason I just keep seeing a heart around you. And then I also need to ask, is your dad here or crossed over? Because I have a gentleman on the other side as well. And I know I just gave somebody a reading where their person was in construction. Yes to, you were going to ask about love, or yes to your dad's crossed over. Okay. When they show me this, I don't know if you were wondering about love in your life or if he passed away in regards to like problems with his heart, but I literally see this around you. So I don't know if one of your questions lately is going to be about love for yourself or a heart like that, but I just keep seeing that. And I keep hearing, I know I gave a reading to somebody earlier with construction, but I'm hearing that with you too. So I don't know if someone here or crossed over were to construction, or if they did project managing contractor, or if you're having a remodel, but I literally keep hearing construction, like a hammer and a nail. Did he actually have his house built? And if this isn't him, then I have another family member coming in. Your husband is a project manager. Perfect. Dad, he's all ready to go. Your dad is saying that you and your husband are a mighty fine couple. Like you're a handsome couple. He calls you Ken and Barbie. Does that make sense? When he says that, he keeps saying that. And he's saying that, you know that saying that they have where it's like behind every good man is a strong woman? But he tells me that you two are like a dynamic duo, that there's a tag team here where one person takes off, then the other person does that. And I don't know why I feel like so community driven with you. Do you have kids? Are you really involved with your community? No, but I always look to my dad in heaven for validation. Okay, he's showing me like thumbs up. He's like that. That's what he's saying. He keeps showing me that. And I see an M, so I don't know if there's a Mary or a Michael here or crossed over, but your dad, and it can be Margaret. I just want you to know he keeps showing me M. So I don't know if he's talking about that or if he's trying to talk about mom. Is mom here or crossed over? Do you live by the water? Your dad showed me Hawaii 3 times. So I don't know if you and your husband... Okay, and your mom just passed away. That's why he's showing me this. I'm so sorry. Sorry, sweetie. Internet something. Okay, I'm so sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry. You were there for her. Do you know what I mean? Are you having shoulda, coulda, woulda? It's like, that's okay. I keep hearing the ocean. Do you live by the ocean? Do you did you get married in Hawaii? Do you something? Hawaii, I just keep seeing that over and over again. And your mom, God, your mom is beautiful. Do you know what I mean? Do you look like your mom? Did people say that you looked like your mom? And she keeps saying, take a selfie, take a selfie. So I don't know if you and your mom did a lot of selfies. You buried your mom by some fountains. That's why I just keep hearing the water. The water. She just keeps telling me, yes, I do. Okay, this is making sense to you. Okay. There's also a B name, so I don't know who, Bertha, Betty, Elizabeth, like it's like a B is coming through, either with your dad or your mom, or she's trying to show me who's on the other side also with her. And she shows me the number 7, so I don't know if dad passed away 7 years ahead of her, or if someone's birthday's in July, or someone passed on in July, or the 7th, but she shows me a 7 for a reason. Does that make sense to you when she shows me that? And she says, honey, thank you for taking care of things. It's exactly how I would have wanted it. So I don't know if you were in charge of her, the eulogy and what everybody said, down to the music. I almost hear like, do you ever watch that movie Beaches with, you know that song Wind Beneath My Wings? Yeah, you took care of everything. And still you're like, I wish I could have done more. Sweetie, you lost your mom and you were grieving too. How could you be doing more? Do you know what I mean? Please know she just is so grateful to you. She's just so grateful. And so I don't know if you tend to be hard on yourself or always like, you'll do like everything's perfect and you're like, I didn't get the pink napkins. Do you know what I mean? She's saying, please don't do that. Please don't do that to yourself. Do you understand what she's saying? I really feel like she's saying it's about time you went on a vacation. Does this make any sense? She says, absolutely. I feel like your mom is like, you need to go on a vacation because you're a doer. She calls you the Energizer Bunny. And I feel like as much as I can see your dad, yes, okay, she says yes to that. I don't know if you were more like your mom or you look like your dad, but I feel like you and your mom were like either like the most alike, if that makes any sense. And I want you to be kind to yourself because when we lose a mom, it's hard enough already. But when our mom is our one of our best friends, and I feel like your mom is one of your best friends. Does that make sense? Like I really feel like your relationship was like that. And you would be like, yeah, I just talked to my mom. And they're like, again, like your friends would be like, I don't even talk to my mom like every 6 weeks. And you're like, what? No, I just talked to my mom yesterday. So I just keep feeling like she understands that and she's aware of that, and she must have been sick at the end because she's very aware of how difficult it was for you to see her like that. Does that make sense? And she's so sorry. She wanted to go in peace. She didn't want, we struggled, but I tried so hard in the end to help her through her last year. She wasn't herself. Do you know what I mean? She was not herself at the end. That's what I just kept feeling. And I feel very achy. Like, so I don't know if she had cancer or something that affected her muscles, like MS, but I honestly feel like I don't have enough muscles to like lift myself up, if that makes any sense. She passed away, dementia, and closed her eyes and passed away unexpectedly. She definitely she just didn't want to be a burden. I just keep seeing that. And she really did try to do her best, but I feel like she was missing people who had already passed. Like, I feel like losing your dad was hard on her. Do you know what I mean? But she was confined to a wheelchair in the end, because I feel like I don't have enough muscles to do anything. Like, I don't feel like I have enough strength, if that makes any sense. I don't know if she wore, show me that one more time. I keep seeing Chanel number 5. I don't know if she wore Chanel number 5 or if you wear Chanel. I just literally just kept hearing Chanel number 5. I just saw that. That's a perfume, right? I don't know if that's a perfume for men or women. And did your dad, like, did he wear that polo cologne or polo shirts or something like that? Does that make sense to you when I say that? Have you ever heard the song Wind Beneath My Wings? Polo shirts. Because he keeps showing me that. And hold on one second. Say that one more time. Did you ever hear the song Wind Beneath My Wings? You have heard it. Because I feel like I feel like your mom and your dad, that's like a sign from them. Do you know what I mean? When you're like, I don't know. So I've had so many challenges. I don't know if I can keep going. And they're like, just keep going. We are the wind beneath your wings. And I shared this earlier, that they show me signs. Excuse me, my dog is wanting it. Here's my dog. Here we go. She always wants attention when I'm doing readings. I had a white wispy feather that I showed earlier. And so anytime I tell people, I keep hearing angel songs around you, like in the arms of an angel. I just keep hearing things like that. Thank you guys. Her name's Delilah, and I love her, but she's so bossy. And I can't find that right now, but going back to, let me see anything that your mom and dad want me to tell you. And I don't know if one of them had a stroke, but my side of my face is going numb. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I can feel like a bit numb on the side of my face. So I don't know if they thought that the cause of her passing was a stroke with a dementia, but I just keep hearing it. I forget when you said she passed away. There goes my dog clearing out her throat chakra. Forget when you said that your mom passed away, but I feel like this is so brand new. I feel like I'm still going through her things. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if you were thinking about keeping some of her things, but I just keep seeing that. And if particularly there's jewelry or a necklace that you have, but I just keep hearing that too. And for some reason, I just keep hearing, 6 weeks ago. Thank you. And I keep hearing denim jacket. So I don't know if your mom had a denim jacket. If you have a denim jacket, I don't know what she's saying about a denim jacket, but she's bringing that up for a reason. And one of the things that I feel like when your mom was going through all this, you kept asking your dad to show you a sign that he's around you. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like, gosh, your dad seems so young when he passes away, but I feel like your dad, you come from a handsome family. Yeah, that makes sense to you. And he heard you. Do you know what I mean? And so look for Hold on one second. And look for white feathers, because that's usually a sign from them. I shared that at the beginning of this. I don't know why I'm seeing deer. Did someone pass away around Christmas time, or do you have does around your property? I'm literally seeing like a deer. Do you have a cabin with like horns or something? He's showing it to me for a reason, so I need to pay attention. Oh, you lived in Oregon with your mom. Okay. There must have been a lot of deer or something, or that's also their way to show me like Christmas time, so you see deer all the time. Okay. That would just be your mom's way of showing me that. Yeah, I live in Oregon, so I was wondering, I see deer all the time as well. One of the things I know is she just keeps saying thank you. I feel like she wasn't able to talk at the end because whenever they do sign language to me, shows me that they weren't able to properly communicate. She's so sorry that she was crabby or that she was hard to deal with towards the end. She did not like not knowing things, and she did not like people taking care of her. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense to you when I say this? Correct? But she just does want to say thank you now. She wants to say thank you for everything that you did. She wouldn't have had the quality of life she had unless you were watching over everything. And you made sure she was always well taken care of. So I feel like sometimes people, when they're in that situation, it's hard to go, so they just let the staff help. But I feel like you always made sure that her nails were done, that she had lotion on, that she was very well taken care of. Does that make sense to you? And she says that taking care of your mom was one of the hardest and draining things that you've ever had to do. And she just wants to thank you because it did help. It did make a difference. Do you know what I mean? She shows me that. And I don't know if someone passed away in April, or if someone has an A name as well, or if their birthday's in April, but she's showing me my birthday. My birthday's April 17th, and I have a sister on my birthday, so I don't know why she's showing me April or the 17th, but she literally just showed me like my birthday. Does that make sense? Her birthday's in April. See, how would I know that? She's like, and your mom I just keep saying that she's just so proud of you. I just keep saying this all the time, but she is honestly so incredibly proud of you. Do you know what I mean? So it's her birthday coming up. Yes. My sister has a due date of April 17th. How would I know that? Your mom literally, I've never had a spirit show me my birthday. Do you have chills everywhere, or what? What are the chances of that? You have a sister with a due date, and she's having the baby on April 17th, right? That is profound. So this is just your mom's way of showing me, yes, this is me. My body had passed, my body's gone, but my spirit is very much still alive. And daddy's there too. I just feel like you needed to hear more about mom since it's a recent passing. But please don't be hard on yourself. She just wants to thank you, Kim. You're amazing. She just wants to thank you for everything that you did. She doesn't know how to repay you, but she is trying to help you in the best way that she can. So really, I know that you don't like resting. She says that you're a bit busy person, that you like to stay busy, but I feel like this really threw you through a loop, and it is time to take some time off and rest. Do you understand what she's trying to say? Perfect. And for those of you coming in, what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to get a reading from you next time. Perfect, Jennifer. That would be great. That makes sense to you? Okay, perfect. So I'm pulling back a little bit. I do have a reading after this that I need to go to prepare for, but I just wanted to thank you all for coming, and I'm hoping that you know that I'm saving this and putting it on my YouTube. If you need to listen to it again later, you can. Oh, I see that, Katie. I will announce the next time I'm going live, and I want to thank Kim for just coming on and being a moderator. I will have more moderators to help with the flow of things. You're so welcome, Jennifer. You're so welcome. There's so much love around you guys. If I didn't get to read you just by watching this, please know your loved ones, when they pass away, they look at their life. Oh, thank you. So thank you, Julie, for your gift, time and gift. I enjoyed it. You're really good at what you do. Thank you. For anybody interested in looking for something to read to see how this works, I did write a book called I Am Home, and it's on Amazon. This one has been so worn because I use it for examples and show people. But it's also on Kindle, and it's Julie Dart, I Am Home. And so I basically wrote that book because people have a lot of questions after I do readings for them and want to know if their loved ones are still alive on the other side, sending them signs, and they always are. So I hope that this brings you some comfort. And if I didn't read for you today, please know that the examples of the readings that I gave, I'm hoping that they showed you that if I knew that information about them, then your loved ones are around you as well, okay? I will be announcing times I go live again, but in the meantime, thank you all so much. Many blessings again to Kim Marie. You are amazing. I couldn't have done it tonight without you. And I just want to thank God, angels, and all the family members that came through today. That was a lot of healing, and I want to thank you. And I know that they'll be guiding you every step of the way, so you're never alone, okay? Much love to all you guys. Bye now. Thank you for joining.